Hello there and welcome. Today we're peeling back the layers on Samuel Vaknin's financial crime and corruption. We'll journey through how money, our lifeblood, can be twisted into tools of deceit, how systems enable it, and what it costs all of us when shadows rule our finances. Think of this as a candid conversation. No textbooks, just clear stories and useful takeaways. Let's get started. 1. Financial Crime 101. Mini title: When Money Breaks the Rules. At its core, financial crime is simply breaking the rules of money to gain advantage. Imagine a farmer who sells you 2 sacks of corn but only gives you one. That's theft. Now scale that up. Companies falsify earnings reports, insiders trade on secret information, powerful figures siphon public funds into private pockets. The mechanics differ, but the spirit is the same: cheating for profit. Metaphor: think of a garden hose carrying water. Financial crime is poking holes in that hose, stealing drops for yourself while the rest of the garden withers. 2. Corruption unveiled. More than bribes under the table. Corruption isn't just cash-stuffed envelopes. It's favoritism in awarding contracts, manipulating regulations to favor friends, rigging auctions so you always win. Vaknin shows how these practices create a secret economy where connections matter more than competence. Example: a small business owner needs a permit to open a shop. If the official demands a processing fee before issuing it, that's corruption, and it pushes honest entrepreneurs out of the market. 3. When the system is the culprit. Mini title: Built-in loopholes. Here's a twist. Often it's not one bad apple, it's the barrel itself. Modern finance, with its complex instruments and global reach, can reward unethical behavior. Legal tax avoidance strategies, sprawling shell company networks, and underfunded regulators all create loopholes that stretch integrity thin. Story: after the 2008 crash, many banks paid fines for wrongdoing, yet kept their government bailouts and resumed profits. The message? Sometimes the punishment is just the cost of doing business. 4. Money laundering, cleaning dirty cash. The art of disguise. Dirty money from drug sales, embezzlement, or bribery can't be spent openly. So criminals launder it, making illicit funds appear legitimate. Vaknin breaks this into 3 steps. Placement: introducing dirty cash, dropping piles of bills into the financial system. Layering: moving it through multiple accounts, often across borders, muddying the trail. Integration: bringing it back as clean funds, now usable in open markets. Metaphor: think of washing a red shirt. First, you soak it in dye, placement, then rinse it through many cycles, layering, and finally it emerges looking white again, integration. 5. The offshore mirage. Mini title: Hiding in plain sight. Offshore financial centers, Panama, the Cayman Islands, Luxembourg, aren't glamorous tax havens, they're shadows where money disappears from view. Vaknin explains how shell companies in these jurisdictions shield ownership, let crooks dodge taxes, and empower corrupt regimes. Scenario: a dictator funnels state funds into a chain of corporations registered offshore. By the time investigators trace the money, it's spread across real estate in multiple countries, virtually impossible to recover. 6. The human toll of corruption. Mini title: Poverty, Inequality, and Broken Trust. Financial crime isn't a victimless luxury. When corrupt leaders steal infrastructure budgets, hospitals lack medicine. When companies evade taxes, public schools lose funding. Communities crumble under the weight of stolen opportunity. Example: in one municipality, graft drained so much public money that streetlights went uninstalled, water treatment plants fell into disrepair, and citizens paid the price with higher fees and lower quality of life. 7. White-collar crime versus street crime. Mini title: Why one gets a slap, the other gets handcuffs. Vaknin draws a stark contrast.
a pickpocket lands in jail. A CEO cooking the books might get a fine and a new gig. White-collar crimes often inflict far greater economic damage, yet prosecutions are fewer and sentences lighter. Metaphor. It's like punishing jaywalking with years in prison while letting armed robbers walk free with a caution. The mismatch in justice fuels cynicism and erodes faith in institutions. 8. Technology is both weapon and shield. Mini title. Digital double-edged sword. Advances like blockchain, AI-powered forensics, and open data platforms promise to expose fraud faster. Yet criminals use the same tools: encryption communications, anonymous cryptocurrencies, sophisticated hacks to hide and move money more deftly. Tip for listeners: stay informed about digital safety. Recognize phishing scams, safeguard passwords, and question investments that promise incredibly high returns with no transparency. 9. Fighting back. What works? Mini title. From whistleblowers to global coalitions. Vaknin ends on a hopeful note. Progress is possible when citizens, journalists, and honest officials unite. He highlights measures that help: transparency laws, requiring companies to disclose real owners; strong whistleblower protections, shielding those who speak out; international cooperation, sharing data across borders to track illicit flows; public awareness campaigns, educating people to spot and report corruption. Example: after Panama Papers revelations, some countries tightened offshore regulations and launched new probes, proving that shining a light can force change. Wrap up. A call to civic vigilance. And there you have it: financial crime and corruption in 15 minutes. Remember these key takeaways. 1. Financial crime pokes holes in our money systems. 2. Corruption wears many masks, from bribes to regulatory capture. 3. Systems often enable wrongdoing more than they prevent it. 4. Offshore networks let illicit funds vanish into thin air. 5. Corruption's cost is real: broken services, widening inequality, lost trust. 6. White-collar criminals often evade real consequences. 7. Technology can both hide and expose crime. 8. Fighting back requires transparency, protection for whistleblowers, and global teamwork. When we understand how financial crime and corruption operate, we become better equipped to demand fairness, whether at the ballot box, in our workplaces, or through everyday vigilance. After all, the health of our economies, our institutions, and our communities depends on it. Thank you for listening, and may this knowledge inspire you to stay informed, speak up, and help build a world where money serves the many, not just the few.